The Orlando Magic lucked out. Not lucked out, but look, I have him going in my mock draft with Jonathan Kaminga, the 18-year-old out of the G League, and he's a guy who had like an up and down experience, complete opposite of Jalen Green, who looked like a stud. But I think Jonathan Kaminga has just as much potential. A lot of people have him a tier below the top four prospects of Suggs, Green, Mobley, and Kate Cunningham. But I think Jonathan Cunningham has not Jonathan Cunningham, Jonathan Kaminga has just as much potential as our boys up there. Look, Jonathan Kaminga is a guy who's an insanely good athlete. Okay, he can get to the paint at will. He drives to the rack so well. Okay, he plays with so much intensity, and he just has a great motor. Okay, he's a guy who averaged 16 points and 7 rebounds in his first professional experience, and profiles as a really good starting wing with all-star upside if his shot just starts to fall. Okay, he's a guy like Pat Williams in last year's draft, who sort of like Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, when they were coming in, they were defensive-minded players first, who everyone said they're going to be all NBA defensive caliber players, because like Jonathan Kaminga has a 7-foot wingspan while he's 6'7". Okay, he's a wing and a forward. But the thing is he has all the tools to be an exceptional athlete. 7 plus wingspan, athleticism, strength. If his shot can transition, like become good, and is become almost at like equally good offensively as defensively, he could develop into a player of a Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, type caliber, all NBA, all star. So like that'd be great. And some people could argue Scotty Barnes, the forward slash big man. He's 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. I would go more. He's 6'6", 6'7", but he's like that modern day small ball 5. Even though at times he ran point guard for Florida State. Florida State has a weird like team that we've seen in the past, like with guys like Devin Vassell and Pat Williams and Terrence Mann, who they kind of play out of position. They look like different players when they're good players and they show all the things. It's like they run a real weird system. So I don't think the Magic are gonna get Scotty Barnes, but the other person, like, I think it's guaranteed Jonathan Kaminga got that pick. So we're gonna just go over to their 8th pick that they got from Chicago, and I think they're gonna go defensive. Like, so if we go over to my mock draft over here on the Athletic, they haven't getting Josh Giddey. No. Okay, they're going to go super, super defense, in my opinion. So I have them going Keon Johnson, in my opinion, is one of the better defense players in this year's draft. And he's an elite athlete, okay? He has such an explosive athleticism within him. He's 6'5", he can jump out the gym. And he's an elite defender already. He has the length and quickness to cause issues for players at 1 through 3 spots, okay? He's just very raw on offense. He needs to work on his jumper. Like, he's literally a non-shooter. And he needs to work on his handle and driving ability. But Tennessee let him loose late in the season, and he averaged 14.4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the final 12 games. And he had an impressive highlight reel. And imagine either Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, and then either whoever's not starting is the 6th man. So let's say Markelle Fultz starts and Cole Anthony's the 6th man. Keon Johnson, Jonathan Kaminga, Jonathan Isaac, and Mo Bamba, and then Chuma Okeke, Cole Anthony, and who else do they have off on that team? I'm like blanking on it right now, but the Orlando Magic are set right there, in my opinion. Like, that is such a good, I think, role of players, like, with that. And then they also have, besides that, they have Wendell Carter, who they can start over Mo Bamba, and they also have, Michael Carter-Williams and RJ Hampton, who had an impressive end of the year. RJ Hampton actually probably starting to have Keon Johnson off the bench, Dwayne Bacon, who's there. But, like, look, this is a team. Oh, God. I'm just getting a little wet just thinking about it. I like Josh Giddey, but he's more, he's like a point forward, and he's a great rebounder, and he could be like fun. Like, he's a guy who averaged 11.7 rebounds, 7 assists in the NBL as an 18-year-old, and he finished 6th in rebounding as an 18-year-old in the NBL. So look, I like him, and he has a good jumper, but like he's a secondary playmaker. We don't need that in Orlando. We need guys like Jonathan Kaminga. Let's become an insane defensive team and then just get a bunch of shooters. I think that'd be better. I mean, we do need to figure out our coach, though. That's like one of the things that needs to happen. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this team? But yeah, that's basically it for me, guys. Let me hear those comments. Till next, guys. Peace out.